Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. This is another weekly forex analysis. So we're gonna start with GBP USD, and this is a daily time frame. As you can see, the daily time frame is bullish. We are pushing up, but there's not much here we can really look at. Hold. Okay, here we have a trend line here, and on the daily time frame, you see that it broke our last higher high. So now we are looking for a pullback on the daily time frame. But here we don't have any structures to go by these areas. So now we'll move down to the 4-hour time frame. All right, like this. Okay, so I'm gonna clone this one here. I'm gonna have something like this. Right. So even on the H4, obviously it's bullish, and we are at a really high point in the market right now. So there's a good chance we can get that pullback, maybe back down to the trend line. That would be very good. And then to continue back up. But first, we need to look for signs that price is ready to pull back. And we can't find that here on the H4. So let's go down on the H1. And you can see price is making high lows, high highs on the H1 time frame as well. We have a trend line here, and price is at that trend line here. So coming next week, price could possibly push up higher. But I'm thinking that might be a bit short-lived. They might push up, come back down, try to create another high fail, and break structure to continue back down. So overall, I'll be looking for a sell setup, but until then, price is bullish. So we'll just have to wait and see what price does next week. Okay. To get a buy setup, then we can target at the top of this trend line here. Here. Okay. That's if price wants to continue back up. But if price start doing something like this, down, lower highs, lower lows, then this could indicate that we are ready for the pullback. Okay, so let's go to another pair. This is GBP AUD. Here, this pair is already marked out. I'm actually in this trade right here, as you can see, but I'll clear it out so we can go over it again. So on the daily time frame, we check to see as the overall structure, and you can see it's bullish here as well. High lows, high highs, high lows, high highs. And we are back down. We already got our pullback close to the higher low, and our price is possibly wanting to come back up to this high here, right here. So, and we can mark out this level here, our last higher low. But that's on the daily. So let's go down to the H4 time frame. All right, so this is our range right here on the H4 time frame, and price is already pushing up, back up to the top. Okay, we have this structure here that was broken. This structure right here on the H4 that was broken Friday. So we can see coming next week, price can give us a little pullback and then continue back up like this. So overall on GBP AUD, I'll be looking for buys on GBP AUD. Okay. Oh, and one more thing here as well. If you want to put in a trend line, you can see price is back on our trend line here. And if we connect the top like this, okay, just like this. So this is on our H4 time frame. Let me clear this here. So we have something like this happening here on the H1 time frame. Excuse me. So price is let's adjust this. So as you can see here, price created on the trend line, inverted head and shoulder, broke it, retested it here, and started pushing up. So all I'm looking for now is buys. Buys on GBP AD. Maybe a pullback like this, continuation, pullback, continuation. Okay, so let's go on to another pair. AUD USD. I already have this one marked out already. Let me clear it up. Let's check the daily. All right, you can see price is at a resistance right here on the daily. And this is our extreme low here. We have another low right here in some way close to the middle. So on the H4 time frame, right now we within this range here. This low here and this high here. And you can see price created somewhat of a double top and it's already pushing back down. Okay. If we take our trend line and we draw it like this, so we have this trend line right here. So if price could continue back down here to this trend line, at least to this trend line here, and even drop a bit lower down to this level, possibly. All right, but for now I think we're going to target this level here because I'm looking for possible sales on AUD USD since we had that resistance here and price been creating higher lows, high, higher lows, higher, higher lows. We have this little structure here, but price is really small, but it's on the H4, so it can have some impact on how price reacts at this level here. So we're going to count it in as high, low, high, high. So now we are looking for a pullback, as you can see. Let's check it on the H1 time frame. Yeah, so we have this level right here that price can pull back into, as you can see. And it lines up with our trend line. So next week, price can pull back down here to our trend line. I'll be looking for sales on AUD USD. And we already can see price making lower low, lower high, lower low. So price can pull back up here and continue dropping down. So this is what I'll be looking for next week on AUD USD. I'll be looking for sales back down into this level here, right here. Okay, let's go on to Euro USD. We're gonna check our daily time frame again, and here we can see price is extremely bullish. We had a massive push last week, this week on. Okay, so now we are definitely looking for a pullback. I wouldn't try to take any buys at this point in time because price is really extended. So it would be nice to see a pullback. So let's go back to the daily time frame. And we have, you can see price broke our high here. And after every break, we expect what? A pullback. So this is supporting sales. Get our trend line and we draw it here just to see where we at exactly in the market. Here, we also at a resistance point at this level here. So let's go down to the H4 time frame. And yeah, as you can see, price is just really bullish. So if anything, if I have to take a buy, I would need a pullback. Something like this and a continuation to the upside. So now I think price is supporting sells. I'll look for sells on a pullback trade. So how will we look for that? We have to wait for price to make this lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, and lower lows. So right now there is nothing much here we can do but wait. So next week we're gonna see what happens. Whether price pushes up, I wouldn't really jump into a buy even if price push up, but I'll wait for a pullback. Okay. Your NZD. Let's check our daily time frame. Your NZD is bullish as well. We have this level, as you can see, and the daily price is bullish. Okay. Our trend line help us to identify the trend. And we have here these highs here. Okay. We also mark out here like this. So I think price is trying to get back up into this level here, all the way back up into here. Okay. And you can see the way it's doing it, it's creating high lows, high high, high lows, higher high. This here could be our next higher low to push up, back up into the highs like this. Okay. Let's check the H4. What do we see on the H4? You can see our last high low on the H4 was here, and our high high up here. Okay, and then price created this double bottom pattern here, which further supports the idea of buys back up into the high. So now I will be looking for buys. That is what I'm looking for on your entity for next week. And actually, I am already in that trade here. Price came down on this level here, our H4 level, as you can see, our H4 level, and it created a inverted head and shoulder. So we had a head and shoulder like pattern here. Price broke out. When price broke out, I entered the trade somewhere around here, I believe. Stop loss here. And my target, first main target, is back up to this high. Let's go on the H4 to see it more clear. All right, my next target is back up to this high here. And after that, back up to here. Okay. So this is it for your entity. We're looking for buys. So on to the next pair. Euro CAD. As you can see, Euro is really bullish. On daily time frame. Okay. Let's mark out our extreme high here, and then our extreme low there. Okay. You can see price is pushing up really hard. So there's a high chance price would come back up into this level here. So now we'll be looking for buys. But this is our H4. We're down on the H4 now. We have, let's see where we're at exactly. Draw this trend line here. All right. So before we jump into any buys for EuroCAD, you need to see a pullback. So it would be nice to see price come back down into this level here, somewhere around here, and then continue back up. So I will be looking for buys on EuroCAD as well. But first I need to see a pullback. Let's check out the H1 time frame. Yeah, so these levels here, I would really like to see price come back. These levels right here. Okay, and then continue back up. So this is what I'm looking for on EuroCAD. Let's check out another pair. NZD USD. Let's clear this off. For the daily, Yeah, you can see price on the daily, we are at a resistance point here. That's it. Resistance point, and then our extreme low is here. Okay, so for NZD/USD, you can see that price here we have lower high, lower low, lower high, and lower low. And our price is back up into this level here, this lower high and resistance point. So I think it is safe to say that I will be looking for sales on NZD/USD for at this level here. Also, if you look at here, we have higher high, higher low, and higher high. And after every break, we expect a pullback. The price broke this level, so expect a pullback. So all this is supporting sales for me on NZD/USD. Let's check the H4 time frame. Let's adjust this a bit here. So yeah, I will be looking for a pullback on NZD/USD. We have this trend line right here, this little trend line right here. Okay, and then we have this area here. This is the lower high that was broken. So I'm looking for sales on NZD/USD back down, possibly into these levels here. This level right here would be a good area to look for. Maybe another push to the upside, or see where price is at. It can also just continue back down, all the way back down, like this. Okay, all the way back down here. So we'll see what price does next week, because here we have not much to work with here. As you can see, there's no pattern that has been formed. There is no clear direction. Okay, price is just starting to catch back itself. Now we need to see clear lower highs and lower lows for us to jump into a sell. Okay, so we'll look to see what happened next week. Now for NZD/JPY, let me clear the charts off. This is the last time. So for the daily time frame, let's check it out. Definitely bullish. Daily time frame is bullish. All right, we're heading up. Let me mark this off here so you can see it clearly. We had higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high. And then we had these little structures here, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And our price then give us our pullback, and now we're moving back up to the highs. Okay. If you was to check to see this area here, if you check this area here, this level here, can be a bit confusing because a lot of people would see that as major structures, but to me it's not a major structure. This here for me is the main higher high, main higher low, main higher high, and now price pull back to form our main higher low and to continue back up, because this is the previous high that was broken. Okay, and the lowest point that broke this high is here, is this level right here, and then price continued up, and now we are having our pullback. See price pull back into our level here again to continue back up. Okay, now let's go down to the H4 to see what we have. So here we have our low here, and we have our high right here on the H4. So price to me will come back up here, or there's a high chance for price to come back up here. And how do we know that? It's because price is creating higher lows, higher high. And now we are looking for a higher low and to continue back up. Okay. If you go on the H1, we'll see it much better. So where would I be looking to enter? It would be nice to see price pull back here into this level right here. If price can pull back here, and then start going back up, or even back down, all the way back down to the low, this would be even better. All right, because we have a better risk to reward ratio, and then price continue back up into the highs at this level here. So that's it. I'll be looking for buys for NZD-JPY. Let's move on to AUD-JPY. The same, I'll be looking for the same things on AUD-JPY. Let's remove that drawing. Let's check out the daily time frame. As you can see, the daily time frame is bullish as well for AUD-JPY. And here you can see price is back on our trend line. Okay, so that's a good sign. And let me mark out our highs. This high here. The 4H time frame. No. Okay. Here you can see price was creating lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And our last lower high was broken, which is a good sign. We are on our daily trend line, and we broke our last lower high on the H4. All this is giving bullish signal. Okay. We had this trend line come down here. Let me clone it. So we had this trend, downtrend. So you can see we had this downtrend, price broke out also of the downtrend. And on the H4, you can see price also, like NZD-JPY, it's creating higher low, higher high. And now we're pulling back, and next week we can see price start pushing back, possibly. Okay, let's go on the H1 time frame. So where would I be looking to enter? If price can pull back all the way down here, give us something like this, and push back up, that would be good. This level here that price broke. Okay, if you can get something like this, price broke here, maybe give us a little pullback and start breaking and creating higher lows, high highs, going back up into the highs here like this. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's the analysis for next week. If you have any pairs that you want me to look at, you can post it down into the comment section, and I will definitely do it for you. So thanks for watching the channel, and don't forget to like and subscribe.